Fellow British Southern Cameroonians, fellow Ambalanders, receive revolutionary greetings from the British Southern Cameroon's Resistance Forces and its Supreme Commander, General Aruke. The Supreme Commander of the British Southern Cameroon's Resistance Forces wants to pay tribute to late General Ivo of the ADF, and he acknowledges valuable morals and financial support from Momsi and activist Capo Daniel. After the unfortunate and the unlawful detention of General Aruke by the Boyo Council and the brave rescue conducted by the British Southern Cameroon's Resistance Forces led by Captain Gola, General Aruke gives glory to God. The Boyo Council that was formed on the 6th of August 2018 had confiscated the sticks and groundnuts of the British Southern Cameroon's Resistance Forces, and it has renamed the original name of a portion of General Aruke's forces to the Pythons of Boyo. This renaming of a portion of General Aruke's forces has been considered a provocation. It's a provocation, and at this moment, we are issuing an ultimatum for a week for all seized weapons of General Aruke's forces to be returned, or actions can be considered to recover these weapons. After a High Council meeting, the forces of General Aruke will henceforth be called the British Southern Cameroon's Resistance Forces. We recognize Seseko Tabe Ayok as the legitimate leader of the revolution, and the laws of the land remain the Constitution of Southern Cameroon, submitted to the United Nations by Dr. John Gu Foncha. Until restoration will be effectuated, the laws and regulations that will govern us remain the local, the traditional, and the customary laws from the various palaces as stipulated by Seseko Ayok Tabe in the Declaration of the Restoration of the Statehood and the Independence of the British Southern Cameroons. We will fight in accordance with the laws of the Geneva Conventions, and we will engage in battle against the forces of occupation of La République du Cameroon and even its administrators, in accordance with Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, which reads as follows: the right of self-defense. The right of self-defense is a basic and fundamental right. The International Court of Justice, the ICJ, and the Goldstone Report confirms this. Nothing in the present charter shall impair our inherent right of individuals or collective self-defense if an armed attack occurs against a member of the United Nations, until the Security Council has taken measures necessary to maintain international peace and security. Measures will always be taken by members to exercise their rights of self-defense. If there will be any imminent attack, we will have to react according to the laws of the Geneva Convention, and we will have to make sure that we stay safe. And any scrupulous measures against this will be immediately reported to the Security Council and shall not in any way affect the authority and responsibility of the Security Council under the present charter to take any time such as actions as it's deemed necessary in order to restore or maintain international peace and security. In exercising our right to self-defense and protections of the territorial integrity of the British Southern Cameroons, we will stand shoulder to shoulder with all known and unknown forces, such as the AMF, the Ambazonian Military Forces, the ADF, the SOCADEF, and Tiger Ones, and other forces known and unknown. We will demand clarification from the ASC regarding the order issued through Chris Ano, targeting all revolutionary forces before taking a position with the ASC. The British Southern Cameroon's resistance forces is an apolitical defense force. What do I mean? I mean it is a defense force that has nothing to do with politics. So, we will fight shoulder to